Hi, I'm Mel and I would like to show you some of my gardening. I rent, so I don't have permanent garden beds as such, but I'll show you what I do have. I have lots and lots of pots. All pots sitting up on pallets so they can drain nice and easily. They do need, that one there especially needs repotting. I've got my old trusty dogs here with me. They love it. But just pots everywhere. I've got herbs, succulents, roses, vegetables, all sorts of stuff, all in pots. That's a little bed there that I've made, and inside of that I just have white ice cream containers. They fit perfectly. I did make that bed to measure. Got my little hyacinths growing there. Got all sorts of stuff, but as I say, it's all in pots, so if I do need to move, I can just, with a lot of effort obviously, just grab them all up and yeah, stick them all in the trailer. Off we go. But we've been here for 15 years, so I'm kind of hoping they don't. There's my little garden helper as well. Yeah, so yeah, that's my garden anyway. Okay, bye. I also have strawberries growing in this old wheelbarrow. It's a bit hard to tell because the strawberries have gone a bit feral, but catching them down there in another tray. Excuse the mess. They're the ice cream tubs that I use. I get them from work. I work in a kitchen. And a whole heap of succulents. Got some roses there in the Sprite bottle and whatnot. Rose cuttings, I should say. Got all sorts of stuff there. In this one I have more strawberries, and that's just like a plastic 44 with some polypipe over the top and some netting. These little guys down here are what I'm propagating, and they're the box hedge. So they're coming along nicely. Now up here I'm trying a whole heap of rose cuttings. Some of the bottles are a bit wonky donkey, but you get that. So we'll see how that goes. It's an experiment. I haven't done that before. This is my little potting station. I've made this out of an old barbecue base, put a sink in it, and that's all my plants that I'm propagating at the moment. Got a little catch can under here, and I can get the water back out of it to reuse on the plants. Okay, now I'm about to enter my actual veggie patch. Now this has all been built fairly cheaply. All the fittings and stuff are just from Bunnings. The timber itself on the walls is just when we had the fence replaced. This is my veggie patch. It's not looking so good at the moment. I haven't had time to actually do much in here. But see, all fenced, all netted. Got some broad beans growing there, some raspberries, a whole heap of compost down the back. And again, my trusty old mate. Hello, Blue. This is my other garden bed that I've made, just out of scraps of timber that I've had. Hubby made up a gate for me. The latches on it aren't so flash as you can see. But that's our old broken gate, just with some boards wired onto it. Polypipe again and netting. Just go over the top, hopefully we can see. Right, where are we? It's gone a bit feral again, lack of time. There's some cabbages, some oh, I forget the name of them. Brussels sprouts up the back there, more cabbages. Now this bed I just put some cardboard down and literally filled it up with old horse poo. And obviously the grass has grown through now, but I did have a very successful session with butternut pumpkins in there this year. Hence they've scrapped out a lot of, took out a lot of the other stuff. So now that the pumpkins are gone, it's starting to come along. And keeping the dogs out is another trick. That's still a work in progress. Alright, I hope you've enjoyed it. I'll talk to you later. Bye.